I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Charlie Benante, the drummer of Pantera, says he wasn't involved in the decision to use the Pantera name. It wasn't me, Charlie Benante says with a chuckle when asked about the decision to use the Pantera name for the band's celebratory comeback shows that started covering the globe last year. Charlie Benante is currently in Pantera with guitarist Zach Wild and the original two members, Phil Anselmo and Rex Brown. The reformulated group has frequently stressed that it is not a reunion. However, what is this? Some type of pop up. However, a celebration. So they're using the name Pantera, but they said it's not a reunion, but a celebration. Kind of like Rome with, or Sublime with Rome, I guess what people were saying. For us, this is a quote. It was about the celebration of the music and late Pantera members, the Abbott brothers, Dimebag and Vinny. Benante, the drummer also in Anthrax, continues in a chat with the host Eddie Trunk's new show That Rocks. That's what it was about since day one, Charlie Benante adds. No one called it a tribute. No one called it a reunion. It can't be a reunion. This is a celebration of the music of Pantera. Come and enjoy it, and that's it. Still, the drummer, Charlie Benante, says some had preconceived notions of what they think, of what they're going to think. Oh, I don't dig this without the Dimebag or Vinny. But when we started playing the songs, you just see the faces in the crowd. All that stuff goes out the window, the negative stuff. It was It was last summer when word emerged that Pantera would tour again. Naturally, rock and metal fans and all music fans responded. It says get tickets here. I don't even know what that means. Vinny, later of Hell Yeah, died in 2018. Dimebag was fatally shot, extremely disgustingly, amid a show by his and Vinny's band Damage Plan. It's just this is kind of a crazy story here because we've covered this issue a few times on this story about Charlie Benante saying that he's getting a lot of negative comments, hate mail about being in the band Pantera. There's some people who believe that, because it's a tribute, even though he just admits that it's not a reunion, that it's a tribute, that some people in the business think that they should be called something kind of like Rome, Sublime with Rome, where the lead singer of Sublime passed away many years ago. So they don't use the name just Sublime, right? Even though they have a new lead singer, they kind of use Sublime with Rome. And I mean, they've been using that for like decades now at this point, right? So I think a lot of people kind of wanted that, this to be like a tribute. Instead of just using the word, in my opinion, I wouldn't say it's semantics. I respect the people who say, like, listen, it's not Pantera without the Abbott brothers. But the one thing I would say about this story is that it's crazy because a lot of people, blame the Abbott brothers for breaking up Pantera. It's crazy, right? So the Abbott brothers went through kind of, not what Charlie's going through, but they had a lot of hate, negativity in their direction for, quote unquote, breaking up Pantera. And now Charlie, now Pantera gets reformed and they're playing the great music that people wanted to hear. And now the new members are getting the hate. It's crazy to me. I don't understand. And another thing about the story that is kind of crazy is that really, since covering the story, I haven't heard Phil Anselmo say anything about negativity. I haven't heard Rex Brown say anything about negativity, or Zach Wild. I haven't heard any of them. Maybe they've given other interviews that I haven't caught, but it does seem like a lot of negativity is going towards Charlie Benante direction for some just unknown reason. I don't know what that's about. He's a great drummer. He currently plays in Anthrax. Anthrax is a great band. I believe they're working on a new album. So, I don't understand why Charlie Benante is getting all this hate for playing in a band of, of music that people really like. People really like Pantera music. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would love to see Pantera in concert. So I don't understand why is he getting, this much hate. Like I said, when the Abbott brothers were alive, rest in peace to both of those extremely beautiful souls. They got a lot of hate when they were alive, and now the new members of Pantera are still. It's just, I would say, it's disgusting. Y'all gotta stop with the hate and just enjoy. Just enjoy the music and the fact that we are all alive at this moment, right? That we just gotta get past this. It's unbelievable, but. Let me know your opinion of this story. Would you like to go see Pantera? Do you think Pantera should change the name to a tribute to Pantera? Or could they just go and tour? Rex Brown and Phil Anselmo were original members of the band. For the most part, when a lead singer leaves the band is when most people say, okay, it's a different band, right? But if a guitarist leaves the band or a bass player or a drummer, the average person, the casual person, not the hardcore, but the casual person wouldn't really notice the difference unless the lead singer left the band. I personally, love the Abbott brothers. Rest in peace to them. If they were alive, I don't want to speak for them, but I feel like they probably would be, in this band doing a tour. I know they had some negativity, with Phil when they were alive before, but that was so long ago. The Abbott estate, they approved it. That's another point that people seem to forget, that the Abbott family or the estate, or I don't know the difference of which one is the family, or they don't have a problem with this. Only a few, I would say, a few crazy lunatic fans out there on Twitter are the negative ones, where I feel like for the most part a few people and a few musicians have said, not hateful words towards them, but just more like, well, this, they don't agree with the name, the band being named Pantera, but nothing hateful, right? Like nothing to the point where, Charlie would have to, justify joining the band or anything like that. But let me know your opinion of this story. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today, we had a story about Charlie Benante, the drummer, current drummer of Anthrax and Pantera, says he was not involved in the decision to use the Pantera name. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button. And please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.